Hi everyone, welcome to Dyson Dynamics. And I just really love us so much. We all look really good. Don't text your exes. Also, we're a live play D&D stream.
Is that where I take over? Is that my cue?
Please.
That's my cue.
Please.
Your truth.
Well, excellent. Yes, we are Dyson Dynamics, and we are a D&D live stream podcast, product, service that is playing Dyson Dynamics, a very poorly written Wizards of the Coast module. As you can tell, that we are
Thank you
not
for the follow,
a Wizards of
Princess.
the Coast official playthrough. However, we are having an outstanding time. And last we left our heroes, they had just completed
Thank you for the
route
follow,
of the
Aaron.
Cult of the Dead 3 through their hideout underneath the bathhouse. And during their brief celebration, they were interrupted by Captain Zodge and Detective O'Sullivan claiming that there had been another heinous crime. For some, it was less surprising than others, but the Van Thamper Manor had been stormed, and there had been casualties, and Duke Van Thamper is missing. Despite this, after asking some questions and providing some answers to the Flaming Fist, the party was promised their money, and they went on their way. And to that effect, they went on a bar crawl, as all great adventuring parties do. And after several stops, they find themselves before one of the seediest joints in town. Low Lantern, a ship permanently moored to a dock that serves less than great drinks, has less than fair odds at its card tables, and has a oddly well-off moneylender that works just off that same gambling floor. And that is where we will pick up, just before the party approaches the doors of Low Lantern.
Well,
Okay.
if this doesn't do it for you, Jeremina, I don't know what's going to.
What, baby? Oh, no, I threw up.
If
like,
this,
on the way
yeah, if this
here.
bar doesn't, you feel?
I threw up
Oh,
on
you
the
did?
way here. Yeah.
Did you not see her
Oh, sorry,
go
I
behind...
must have missed that.
Yeah, did you not see her go into the alleyway real quick?
Yeah, I like dove in there. I was like,
It was gross.
yeah.
No, I had to use the bathroom and I ran to keep up with you guys, so I think I ran up with you guys by the time you'd already thrown up, so that's
no,
my bad.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do not ask where I put the coins.
Oh, God.
Anyways,
Fucking A.
a few things before we're heading here.
Mm.
We are the hottest people here.
Mhm.
We are the hottest. Say it with me. The hottest people here.
No.
We are the hottest people here.
So good. So good. Olin,
Hmm?
we talked about group participation. Gotta say it, baby. You gotta say we are the
I've
hottest
had too many
people.
drinks to think I'm going to be participating in anything but sleeping soon.
Okay, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Say it, please.
Eat.
At least compliment yourself in some way.
I said it!
Ooh, I didn't hear it.
Eat!
Olin,
Marty, let's go inside before we have to
no,
watch
no,
Ola be
no.
curb stomped outside Low Lantern.
Okay.
Go on.
What?
I'm an unaccompanied drunk woman, and you're gonna leave me behind?
You're right
I'm not-
here
we're
in
not-
front of the door.
Well, who's gonna open it for me?
Olin opens
Silk
the door.
has walks up.
As you open the door, you
Jesus.
hear
Silk and Olin open the door at the same time.
as both of you open the door, you hear a raucous cheer from behind the bar. Ahoy! Welcome aboard! As you look as you
Oh,
look
I forgot about this
onto
place.
the bar floor of Low Lantern. It is quite busy here. You will notice there are a number of individuals present here on the what we'll call now the drinking floor, as opposed to the gambling. There looks to be a dwarven gentleman at a table who appears to be sorting through some coin. That was harder to say than one would expect. Two humans are sort of circled up, huddled up, and there looks to be a hushed conversation going on. There is a man in a flaming fist tabard who appears to be sleeping in a booth, sort of like reclined, like head back over the edge of the booth. He looks quite unkempt. There is a halfling who is sort of wearing very, very thick glasses, who is sort of tapping his foot and sort of sliding a large flagon of ale back and forth from hand to hand. It appears as though he's sort of making his own melody or singing his own tune. A set of very similar looking drow sitting across from each other, just sort of engaged in very casual conversation. And as your eyes pan around the room, gathering all of that, they focus up on the bar. And what you see at the bar is the staff dressed in appropriate Patchy the Pirate cosplay outfits. And then before the bar, a figure that you will recognize, sort of a taller built woman with red hair braided on either side, who you've met previously, and she appears to be engaged in conversation with another woman who sort of looks a little unkempt, sort of very stringy, and has a what looks to be a crab sitting on her shoulder. And it sort of rocks from side to side, keeping its balance. It does appear as though it has some level of animation, if not being alive in its own right.
It's doing a little crab dance. Crab rave,
Oh,
if you will.
Right.
The queen's not dead yet. We can't crab rave like that.
It's true, it's true.
Does anybody see Jetto? Am I the only one not seeing the individual formerly known as Jetto?
Well, we didn't invite him, and I don't think the Low Lantern is going to be a good place to find him.
No Jojo here.
Damn it. It is so hard to find tall blonde men.
Are they
Anyways,
common up in Luskin?
what?
Well,
Are they?
there are a lot of cults, so maybe.
I'm gonna go talk to the bar peep. I'm gonna go talk to the faint. I'm gonna, the faint.
To the
She'll
bar.
point at the couple, and then she'll go, "Wish me luck."
Jesus
Godspeed.
Christ. He's so gone.
She grabs her horns, and then she kind of jerks her head, and you hear like a loud popping sound, and then she'll
God.
jerk it the other way, and then she'll. Ugh. Anyways, bye, y'all. And she'll walk over at a very slow pace because I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Okay, who are you approaching specifically?
The ladies at the bar.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, easy enough. As Jerebina walks off to do that, what is everybody else doing?
One will
Goodness gracious.
One will find a table to set up.
Okay, easy enough. It is busy in here, or busier than you've seen it, but there's plenty of open real estate.
Okay, he'll get one probably near a wall if he can and just sit there.
How about here we just get an ale? I feel like that's a good way to end the night at a place like this.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to get is fine.
Alright, did you still want to get the strongest thing on the menu?
No,
You sure?
I don't. I found the good ones. I don't see reason to get more.
That's fair. Alright, I will go take orders. Marty, Olin?
Water.
Marty, actually, did you want... Well, both of you. Did either of you want anything to eat?
I would love something to eat, please.
No.
Alright. That was adorable. I am going to order some coconut shrimp for the table.
Oh my
Yes!
god.
So good. Thank you.
This isn't.
Alright, I'll
This
be right
isn't
back.
a fucking Applebee.
A fucking red lobster.
Is it not?
Excuse you?
This is basically fantasy Red Lobster.
is it
but with a
fantasy Red
bar.
Lobster?
Fancy Long John Silver's, except they serve,
Okay.
serve alcohol.
I like. Okay, we'll go with that.
All right, easy enough.
bitches.
You approach the bar, and you are approached by one of the bartenders who will say, "Hey, welcome to Lowland. What can I do for you?"
I forgot the voices.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Can I
Hardly,
get
hardly.
a round of ale and an order of coconut shrimp?
No, the boss, and he'll point over at the woman with the crab on her shoulder. Tree nut allergy. We do offer shrimp cocktail.
I
I love it.
think shrimp cocktail should be good.
Okay. Let me grab those ales, and I'll let the kitchen know.
Thank you very much. Imagine running a pirate-themed restaurant and you have a
Tree nut allergy. I mean, it makes
does that-
sense.
wait,
It's
what
like,
does that mean,
You don't have to
though?
throw like peanuts on the ground.
tree nut allergy. She
No,
can't
what I
have-
mean is like, why is that a bad thing? Isn't it should be more about fish and seafood than coconuts?
No, but so coconut is like a core ingredient in like a bunch of like tiki cocktails.
Yeah,
It's
tiki
like
cocktails.
that. Like so, like all of the drinks that are traditionally associated with this kind of establishment just can't be served.
off the menu.
God damn it!
No pina coladas.
No pina coladas.
See, that was what I thought people were going to order. Is that they were going to be like, "Oh, pina colada, mai tai."
I was thinking like grog, honestly, like yar pirate.
Yay.
Yar.
No, this is like a no.
Yar,
It's dive bar-y, but like in the way that it's like themed.
Terrible.
Anyways,
Well then, why not
Okay.
actually Long Island? Make it Long Island iced teas,
Yeah.
or
then in
Moonshade
that case-
Isle iced teas, as it were.
Then in that case, I will also change my order to a margarita. Then actually, no, that's not a.
Margaritaville.
What's a good tiki drink? Fuck.
Mai Tai.
Yeah, a mai tai then.
Still water.
let me check with the bartender.
Jason has to go over the ingredients. of
We
what he
have
wrote.
learned that the lady with the crab on her shoulder is the owner of this fine establishment, and she has a tree nut allergy, so we cannot have coconut shrimp. And Jeremina is about to go talk to her.
Yeah. Kamina's about to. I have a great opening line too, so this is about to be fantastic.
This is gonna get great.
Briefly, with short order, the server will return to you and place the drinks that were ordered in front, as long as they do not contain coconut or any other form of tree nut, and then place down the shrimp cocktail right next to it.
Oh, thank you very much. Do you have a tray I can put this on?
Not a problem. Would you like to start a tab?
No.
One and done. All right. And he'll like tabulate in his head. Then he'll say,
Happens.
that'll be 8 silver.
He will take out one of the gold from his pocket. So like,
Oh, I can make change.
thank you.
Fun fact: the "Talk Like a Pirate" accent in "Talk Like a Pirate Day" was invented by friends over a game of racquetball in the 90s.
Yar.
That sounds about right. Yeah, no, the reason why I'm so good at this particular accent is I used to take orders at KFC drive-thru like this.
You are obviously the best person. They lost a true master.
They
when
did.
he
It's
left.
true. Eventually, I think that would come out to be what? You said a gold, so what? You 2 silver in return?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you very much.
Hey, no problem. It'd be a pleasure to be served.
Thank you. And Silkers will return.
Okay.
All right. So here is your Mai Tai Marty, a moonshade iced tea for you, Olin, and myself. And there's like a look of realization that comes over Silkez's face, and Jeremina is about to go talk to the bar owner.
And
Didn't
where's the
I?
coconut shrimp?
Didn't I say water?
Shrimp cocktail. You did say water.
It's fine.
This is basically going to be water for you anyway.
Essentially.
But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Silkez is going to sit on the outside seat of the little booth that they're in.
And what about
The owner, the lady with the crab, is allergic to tree nuts, so can't have coconut shrimp, I'm afraid.
That
This is
is
the best I
nutty.
got.
Oh,
Oh, Lynn. You could have just said that's nuts.
that's fine, I guess.
Hopefully, Dormina can crack that nut.
She's already cracked a couple others while we're here, so she'll make short work of it.
Somewhere, Peter could have said busted.
Go bust a nut.
Could have busted that nut.
Probably later.
Meanwhile, at the bar.
We're adults here.
Jeremina, you approach the bar.
Here we go.
Kashara, who you know, the taller, more built, redheaded woman, is speaking with this person who you have not met before, who has a friendly little crab companion, who appears to be stabilizing itself on her shoulder by hooking its claw off of a loop earring that she's wearing on her ear. It's just sort of steadying itself like it's on a subway car almost.
So I do not approach the bar.
Okay.
I approach the two women.
Okay. They will halt their conversation once you come within about 5 feet and turn and look at you.
Hi, lady. It is so fantastic to run into the two of you. Now, I got one question with 3 answers. Are you ladies buying me a drink, or am I buying both of you a drink? Or am I getting out of your hair?
They like stop. Actually, make a persuasion check first.
Oh no!
Where the fuck did she go? That was a
Fucking
natural.
disappeared.
That was a natural
She clearly
one.
forgot we were live dice today. Oh, okay, here we go.
I was gonna say that's a natural one.
22.
22.
Oh!
Okay. They both look at you, and the woman with the crab on her shoulder says, and this happens simultaneously. She says, "You're buying me a drink," and then Kashara says, "I'm buying you a drink." And there's like a crossing of intent there, and then they look at each other and they look confused at each other, and then they look back at
No, that perfectly sits well with me. I'm just gonna get something light I'm just gonna get a mojito. And then, what would you like, darling?
Which one of them are you speaking?
I spoke to Kashara first, and then I'm speaking to the owner.
Okay. The owner will say, well, I generally prefer the. She will look up, and you can see her looking at a mechanical timepiece on the wall, and will then say, I think probably just and she'll say, it's about time for a suffering bastard, I would say.
Sounds perfect. Jeremina, by the way.
Oh, pleasure. It's nice to meet you. Have you two met? And she'll, between Kashara and herself.
Oh yeah. Me and Kashara have met before. Hi, darling.
Well, it's plenty nice to meet you. Kashara seems to sort of dismiss your pleasantries a little bit. And then she says, I'm Liara Thundereth. It's a pleasure.
Are you related to Liara Porter? Because
No, it is a very popular name here in Baldur's Gate. I do run into quite a number of Liaras.
Oh, baby, yeah, don't even worry about it. I think you're the best looking one named Liara, so. Yeah.
Thank you.
Boo.
It's Thunder what?
Thundereth, so it's like thunder with a TH after it.
Thunder.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna keep you two company, but really quickly. And I think she, like, wedges herself in between them, and then she's
To do so, they both have to, like, as you do that, they both kind of have to take half a step back to make space for that to happen.
That's
And
fine.
they do. Okay.
And then she'll make them make space for her, and then she's going to, like, bend at her waist, like, making a 90-degree angle to look at Sulkaz, and she's like...
So, because you see both of them turn and look at your table.
Sorry, they're my friends.
Marty waves.
They both wave at the table.
What is she doing?
I to quote to quote what she like points at Olin. What's this one? Busting a nut.
Best way to
Take a
do.
drink every time we make a nut joke.
We're gonna try our best to keep nutting it. Never mind.
That's okay. Yes, let's continue. So, God.
Is everything okay, Silkus?
Yeah, it's fine.
We can go over
Actually,
there
this
if you
shrimp
want.
cocktail is very nice.
Oh, that's alright. I feel better.
I hope that everything is going well. It seems to be, at least. They haven't pushed her away.
Yeah, that's preferable.
Is there anybody? Actually, Silkas would want to talk to the drow. Do you think I could leave you two alone for just a moment?
Marty looks over at Olin.
Owen just shrugs his shoulders.
I think we can handle ourselves. We have EV3.
Alright, good. Keep an eye on Jeremina. I'm gonna go speak around.
Okay, have fun.
Out of character, I'm pretty sure those two drow are from Waterdeep. I just have an inkling that they're going to be from,
Yeah.
Bregendarth.
Yeah, that's immediately what I thought. Like, the
Same.
like being the fucking, like, lowlands.
One brain
like,
cell.
come on.
Silkas will get up from the table and walk over to the drow.
sorry, I have to kill my audio there so I can grab my notes about these guys. And you approach. They were engaged in what you would consider to be not hushed conversations. As you walk up, it seems as though they're speaking about some sort of trade route to the south. It doesn't seem like any sort of really overly interesting conversation with regards to everything that's going on here in Baldur's Gate. But eventually they both look up at you, and you very quickly realize that you are looking at a set of drow twins.
Interesting. What a twist. Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
It's going quite alright. I just wanted to come over and ask, what are you two doing here, of all places?
Oh, we're making a stop off as we go north. We're hoping to get to Neverwinter.
Oh, really? That's delightful. Genuinely, I did just want to come over here because it's a bit comforting to see familiarity in a place like this. It's been a long time since I've seen another drow.
Oh no, we understand. It is quite tough here on the surface. We noticed you come in as well.
Well, it's kind of hard not to notice, what with he motions to the two in the booth and Jeremina at the bar.
Marty is closely watching Jeremina.
They'll sort of pan their eyes around and say, "That you're adventurers, I take it."
Not by choice, certainly not by choice, but that is something that we have been saddled with.
Fair enough.
More conscripted.
Oh, that's tough. They sending you east?
Oh, no. As far as the conscription goes, we are working to find out what is happening in Baldur's Gate, insofar as cults and corruption, the whole spiel.
Oof. Rough gig.
Very rough gig. We haven't even gotten paid yet. What about you guys? What are you all hoping to find in Neverwinter?
Oh, it's embarrassing. And at this point, the other twin hits them, right, and it's like, there, near the spine of the world, there have been some notable drow adventurers. We've read the books. They've made their way down to the Underdark, and we're hoping to follow suit.
Oh. Do you have any names of adventurers that you particularly admire? I might be able to get a word in.
Well, yeah, and then the other twin will reach across and hit their twin and say, "No, it's embarrassing. We can't." And there's
Why
sort
is
of
it embarrassing?
there's just like a very brief unspoken conversation that happens between their faces, and then there will be a like relenting sort of fine, and then it'll say, take out one of the sort of a very beaten paperback copy of a book, and that book on the front features a like anatomically dysmorphed almost drow next to a snarling panther, which you would very easily be able to see that this is Drist Undron, who is a drow figure of either legend or ill repute, depending on which circles you run in.
We keep coming up with fantasy fucking titles. God damn it, guys.
Listen,
No, this is a real one.
the grind don't stop. Drist.
Yeah, it's silly.
No, I don't think it is. A little bit. I can't think of a nice way to put that.
At this point, the one who is more reluctant to share will sort of wave you off, and they'll say, like, what do you do? What brings you to Baldur's Gate into one of the worst bars in town? They'll say, like, lowering their voice.
Oh, we've been here before. It is definitely one of the worst, but shrimp cocktails, not bad. The shrimp, at least. The cocktail leaves a bit to be desired. Just, we had a breakthrough in our work, and so we decided to celebrate by having a bar crawl. We started at the top and made our way down.
That's the way to do it, I suppose.
So, once you make it to the spine of the world, where do you want to go from there? Do you guys want to be adventurous?
Yeah, no, that's the goal. Or I don't know. Are you from the Underdark?
Yes, very much so.
Do you remember what it was like to see the sun for the first time?
Silkas goes dead silent. I do. And that's mostly because it was on a boat out. I get frightfully motion sick on boats. And so at dawn, I woke up, not of my own accord, and I scrambled to the top of the boat. And for a moment, I saw the light of the sun coming up. The color of roses, the color of a new day, essentially, freedom. And for a second, all the nausea and the fear that I had felt getting to that point left my body. As quickly did the breakfast following.
Yeah, they'll both sort of nod in an acknowledgement, and one of them will say, "It's." I don't even necessarily know if it's adventure so much as finding the best way to dress every sunset that we.
You cut out the last part, darling.
I don't know if it's adventure so much as it's trying to dress every sunset or the rest of the sunsets we have left in the best light possible. And then the opposite one will say, I threw up too, but it was from a headache. It was a lot the first time.
Yes, especially the dawn was beautiful. I went back up when it was noon, nearly blinded myself.
Yep. Still getting used to that, and they'll sort of dangle a set of goggles that look almost like tanning glasses that are very clearly intended to keep the sun out of their eyes from their belt.
If you're looking for a way to dress every sunset in the best light possible, don't chase it singularly for that alone. Because I did something similar, and the sunsets were never enough. The sunrises ended up making me sick. I would say there's a lot of opportunity on the surface. A lot more than I thought there was going to be, for certain. If you find something that interests you, and if adventure does genuinely interest you, chase it. That will help. Invariably.
Both will make a thinking expression and say, thanks.
Of course. If you don't mind my asking, what are your names?
the first one you spoke to will respond that their name is Aerith, and then the more reluctant one will speak and say their name is Belden, spelled Aerith and Beldan. And then they'll say, and what about yourself?
Oh, Silkes.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Silkes. It's always nice to see a friendly face.
Likewise. I'll see if I can't get a letter up to my connections in the spine of the world, so that way, even if you don't find Drist, you'll be able to have a safe place to lay your head.
Well, thank you so much. You say you're not an adventurer, but that sounds pretty well connected.
I made it my mission once I got out of the Underdark. I had a lot to protect.
We understand that.
Alright, well, you two have a good night, stay safe, and I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank you. You too.
And Silkes will return to the table.
Did you have a good talk?
Sitting down, there seems to be a lot less tension in Silkes' shoulders, and it's not just associated with the alcohol this time, he says. Yeah, actually. It was a very nice discussion.
Marty
Have you...
gives Marty gives a big smile and says, "Good. You look happy."
Thank you. Have you two been behaving?
Marty has apparently commandeered the shrimp cocktail.
Olin hasn't touched his drink at all. He's literally just zoning out.
Orlin, are you okay?
Hmm?
Are you okay?
No, yes, I'm fine. My memory as trying to remember things and it's just getting worse now. I don't understand.
By worse, how do you mean?
I remember the things I said earlier,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if I'm right.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Is it because they're out of order, or because it just doesn't seem possible?
Well, I mentioned Eula, but she is in the knife. But I
Yes.
remember like I saw her yesterday.
Oh, okay.
What'd she look like?
Yeah, what did she look like?
Oh God, let me find what I wrote.
Let me find description.
Let me find description in Discord because that's where I wrote my shit. Hold on, give me a second.
Do you want me to cut away back to the bar, Mark, while you do that search?
Yes, give me. Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
Jeremita, everybody has just tossed a look over at the table of your friends. You see Silkes get up and walk to go speak with the two drow that were conversing. And it appears as though attention is back on you, however confused it may be.
So, anyway... Am I here? Okay. So,
Yeah.
anyways, we are down... And y'all know about the meat curtain? So we below that and go to the secret spa there. Front for a cult. Don't worry, we took care of them all.
They nod along with your story.
Yeah. Whole activity in Baldur's Gate.
It's been ongoing for quite a while.
Well, we took care of it. Like all of it. Well, there's like 1% that left. There's like a little crumb, but we're taking care of it. Hmm?
Great. Glad to hear it. presumably I could have read it in Baldur's mouth tomorrow if it was truly that newsworthy. This is Liara speaking.
Probably. I mean, it's getting overshadowed by the whole kidnapping of the Duke, which we also investigated. So yeah, I'm gonna be in the news a lot.
They look between each other confused.
Oh yeah, babe, she got kidnapped at like 6 a.m. this morning.
Which one?
Oh, Van Thamper.
Oh. That is not great. Not great.
No. Well, I think any of them getting kidnapped would be bad.
No, but and Liara speaking still, with Kashara looking on sort of thoughtfully. No, but it was Duke Van Thamper who was set to win the upcoming election. It was her polling was fantastic. So, what that means for that should be an interesting news story to read in the morning, if what you're saying, Wash.
Her what was fantastic?
Polling.
Yeah.
Just her, and you would know that would probably mean her general favorability amongst people with money, because those are the people who get to vote.
Yeah, poor, but anyway, switching to subject from news. What were you two talking about before I interrupted? Tell me about yourselves.
We were, well, and Kashara will interrupt at this point and say, we were talking about the fact that can't open the money lending house for the gambling floor because Amric isn't here, which, if what you're saying is true, would explain quite a bit.
Amric escaped.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Jeremina.
Jeremina is here to tell us that Amric escaped. But if his mother has been kidnapped, clearly he wouldn't come into work to lend money to gamblers. And then,
Right.
then Liara just sort of is like stroking her temple in like frustration. It appears like there was some contention about this prior to your arrival in the conversation. And Liara's like, again, that's fine, but I'm just, you don't have a key? And she's like, don't key.
Y'all need a key to get in?
It's a money lending office. There's safes in there. Kashara will say.
I can get someone to bust them open for you.
They like look between each other and like are seeming to measure on whether or not that's a good idea. and Liara's like, no, we can deal with a day or two of pocket only money on the gambling floor. It's fine.
Well, you know, I like fixing stuff. Especially the problems. So if you ever have any trouble, babies, you know who to talk to.
At this point, the bartender swings by with the drinks, dropping the drinks next to you all.
Yay!
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Aye, it doesn't be a problem.
I'll be starting a tab.
Aye, sounds good. Just so you know, your friends over there seem to think it was a one-round endeavor.
Well, good for them. Probably one round for them. Probably not for me.
He tips his pirate hat as though it was a cowboy hat and says, "Hey," and then will walk away.
Milady.
Yes. Pan back over to the table with Marty viciously guarding the remaining shrimp cocktail.
Shrimps.
I want at least 3, Marty. Please leave 3.
They're so tasty, though. Like,
Good
fine. Okay?
night,
Night,
Dad.
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 Silkes will just like take 3 shrimp from the bowl and place them in his hand.
Marty is upset, but she accepts this.
You cannot be trusted with the table food. As such, I have taken my own stash.
Fine. Marty isn't looking at Silkes anymore. What do you think they're? What do you think they're talking about over there?
It seems a bit serious, surprisingly. Maybe the news? Maybe she regaled them with tales of the meat curtain. I can't be sure.
I
would
can't
expect
wait to
people
get
to
out of
like
this
that.
fucking city so we can stop saying that every chance
Oh,
y'all motherfuckers
think-
get.
Do you think we're going to stop?
Do you think hell's going to be better, Mark? Do you think hell's going to be better?
We are
We're going to
entering
really
a.
mess about the meat curtain.
Once hell begins, we are entering a world of psychosexual horror, the likes of which we have never seen. You think the meat curtain is like the end all be all?
No, but the meat curtain is just overused. I want new material.
We'll get new
We-
material
I,
soon.
I will
We'll get
also,
some material.
I will also approve sausage drapes. If you guys want to say sausage drapes, that's also okay.
I
I
fucking
have to
hate
see
you.
how
I
Marty
hate
does
all
on
of
this
you.
drink.
I hate
Marty
all of
is
you.
sipping her drink. I
Would you
am.
prefer also
No,
sausage
you
market?
can just stop. You can just
Nah,
stop.
I don't think
now.
the sausage market is like too basic.
True.
It needs to be like the sausage parlor. That.
Mmm. Hey, Olin,
Oh,
Oh,
make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Jesus.
no.
Alright, hold on.
it begins.
Yeah, it begins. It's time for Olin to fuck shit up. Ooh.
also Marty is extra drunk.
14.
14.
She's like slumping in the booth, so she's even shorter than usual.
So, as you're sitting there, having this spirited debate about meat and the various fabric shapes it can be hung in, you hear a reassuring, almost fatherly-like voice just sort of break into your ear, and you hear it say, "It could very well be the fate of the Great Wheel itself." And then you sort of snap back to.
A great wheel?
Great, I didn't.
He'll like turn around and like. Did you hear that?
No.
No, unless by it you mean the halfling over there who's getting really, really into his made-up sea shanty.
He's just tossing back. Big wheels keep on turning.
Oh my god.
Carry me home to see my kid.
No, did you not hear the person say the great wheel?
Are you?
Are you okay, Olin?
sure? So wasn't Jacques messaging you?
Yeah, it could have been.
No, I know what Jacques sounds like. That wasn't him. It was different. It's like I felt I've heard it before, but I don't know who it is.
No, Olin, I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything.
Maybe it's a good thing I stopped drinking the alcohol.
I was gonna say, yeah, even if it is weak for you, it might be a good idea to stop. I can go get your order.
No, it's fine. You can just wait for Jeremina to Finish busting the nut and then we can go.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Fuck you, Jason.
I'm just saying.
Jason's having a great time.
No, I'm having a fantastic time. Just so many euphemisms.
It's all about nuts
fantastic.
and curtains.
Yeah. And sausage.
And sausage.
I'm realizing that Silka's accent is slowly going more and more Australian, which honestly peak.
Down under.
Yeah.
I come
Um,
down under.
So, as you all sort of comfort Olin over this revelation, there's sort of you see Jeremina continuing to hobnob with the owner and Kashara, and from behind them you see a sort of figure come up from the gambling floor. And they are clad in a gray cloak and very, very clearly place their hood up as they crest this floor and sort of turn their face away from the owner, Jeremina and Kashara, as they pass by.
Do they look towards us when they hide their face like that?
No, they are also faced away from you guys.
Okay.
But as they pass by, Kashara, the owner, and Jeremina, they turn and sort of peel the hood back from their face and look directly at your table.
Mm-hmm.
And it is very clearly Rhea Mantlemorn, who does not say anything, sands a look at your table, and departs the bar.
Guys, I think we have to go.
Hold it.
Whoa. For what?
Ray is here.
Rhea!
Marty.
Marty is waving. Hey!
She pulls her hood closer and keeps moving, and
So
departs the bar. And now all the eyes in the bar are just
Marty, shh. We're going to go talk to her, but we have to stay quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Jeremina wants to cause a bigger distraction, and I'm trying to
Only one thing to do.
Bar-
I'm kidding. I'm
bar-
just. I literally just made a sentence.
Jesus Christ.
Show everybody where those coins are stored.
she's gonna turn on her heel and she's gonna say, you know what, and she's like yelling, hey y'all, we just got rid of a cult in Baldur's Gate, which I'm sure everyone knows about.
There's murmurs, confused murmurs.
Drinks on me for everybody. Let's get around going, okay?
The place erupts in exuberant applause with regards to everyone that isn't the two individuals who you were just talking to, who just sort of like look between each other and look over at the table where Marty is seated. And
While Jeremina was making the scene, Silka's was like getting everybody up and hurting them.
You see both Liara and Kashara are just staring at you because your behavior has been quite odd, if not drunk. And then as you all stand up to leave, they sort of peer over at you as well.
Jermina's staying. She has hooked at least a part of their curiosity, and she's going with it. And she'll reach out, clasp both of their shoulders, being mindful of the crab. And she'll say, "Oh, don't worry about that. I just had to, cover up for somebody. Somebody who didn't want to be noticed, kind of deal, because I'm really nice."
Kashara will lean in and say, Why don't you invite your friends?
Say that one more time.
Why don't you invite your friends over for a drink?
Because I'm kind of self-centered and I don't like it when attention's not on me.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
That was a fucking suggestion. Oh my god.
Oh,
This is
Must
not
have
gonna
been.
go well. Oh.
it didn't go well. It didn't go well. Oh, ow.
Oh,
You
no.
feel compelled to do so.
Is she muscular?
Oh, Kashara, yeah, she's built like,
Like a Ford F-250.
What's the arm situation? Are they bared?
yeah, she wears a vest.
Nice.
I'm not gonna. Guys, you guys gotta come over. Come on over.
All right, guys, we have to go over. Ready?
Okay.
Wait, do we?
Marty, take my hand, Marty.
Okay. Marty will take Silka's hand.
And Silkes will walk everyone else over.
Okay.
Before that, as they're walking over, he is going to say in Elvish to Olin, "Be on the ready."
Olin will just smile and nod.
EV3! Where?
Well,
EV3 runs over. The entire floor is just like shaking.
Go ahead.
Hello. We were motioned over here.
Hi.
So good to see you all. Heard that you were involved with Amric's family home.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
So what really happened?
Silkes is glaring at Jeremina.
It was horrible. It was just bodies everywhere. I don't even. It was something, right? Like we were down in, like, the dungeons, and I didn't even see that many. Well, those bodies were worse because it was wet, but that was a lot.
She'll furrow her brow at you and we'll say dungeon.
Jason,
Yes.
really quick, I'm gonna let you know that I'm going to roll a deception for Silkes to see how well he keeps his face on.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, where the cult stuff was, right? It was down the sewers behind. Nina mentioned the meat curtain, right?
Ah, yes, the meat curtain. Of course.
Yeah, it was in this bathhouse. But below that, next to this sewers, and it was the Call of the Dead 3, and that was just crazy, you know? I'd never done anything like that before.
Hmm.
Is that cool?
Sounds pretty cool.
Hi, Mina, how are you doing?
Better know that you're here, darling. These are my friends, Kashara and Liara.
Hi.
They will both wave.
Uh,
With Kashara saying, I think we've met.
Well, sure, but,
we've met?
But didn't you all come to the money lending office once?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've had a couple drinks.
Oh, that's fine. That's what people do here. Olin, make a wisdom saving throw.
Silkes is just managing to keep it together.
16.
16. So, you hear that voice fainter now, and it says, "It could have very well been the fate of the Great Wheel itself. We aren't as numerous as we once were. Some falling to madness, others evil.
Okay, hold on. Say that again.
Yep. So it's the same thing you heard before. It could very well be the fate of the Great Wheel itself. And then the second line that you heard is, we aren't as numerous as we once were. Some falling to madness, others to evil.
Yes, you see, once we completed the job that we were set out to do, we decided to have a little celebration by doing a bar crawl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Olin is almost frantic. Is darting his eyes around, looking for the voice again.
seems like your friend here has had quite a number.
Oh, he's been doing shots mostly, and yeah, this is our first time getting drunk together. He seems to be a little bit paranoid.
Well, that's quite unfortunate. Jeremita had been telling us that you all had been investigating the happenstance at business partner's family home.
Oh,
Said Amric got away. Do any of you know anything about that? Could you tell me more? I'm just hoping he's okay.
no, honestly. The most that we do know is that he managed to make it out. We don't know where he could have gone to. Honestly, it was believed that he would have ran here, since, this is the other place that he frequents.
She'll nod.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is his not being here causing some sort of issue?
We can't lend money to the gamblers downstairs. It's...
Oh, so your business is not doing as well tonight. Ooh.
Yes. But
Sorry.
it's quite alright. It's really more punctuated by the fact that we would like to know whether or not Amber is here.
Amric is what?
Whether or not Amric was okay or not.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Marty did tell you of the massacre, so it is a bit concerning that you guys haven't heard from him either.
Yes, hopefully we'll hear something if his body wasn't found or anything like that. I'm sure that Liara would be upset if she loses the backing of the Van Thamper family coffers to finance the gamblers here.
Oh, without a doubt. We don't know if there's currently a search out for him, but the Flaming Fist is aware that he is missing, along with his mother.
Oh, well, as I
Was
mentioned to Jeremina, unfortunate given the state of the election.
Yeah.
the Duke also helping with the money lending?
I believe it all came out of the same account. Van Thamper family money.
Oh, that's interesting. It must be real tough then.
Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced. My name is Silkez. And yourselves?
I'm Kashara, and this is the owner of the establishment, Liara.
Oh, a pleasure.
They will both extend their hands.
Silkez will shake their hands. He has a surprisingly firm handshake, despite how he looks.
Okay.
And yes, he is wearing gloves still.
Okay. Kashara also has a very firm handshake in response. Liara is less so. It's more polite than anything.
Mm-hmm.
I like your crab.
Oh, thank you. Tobias is a funny little fellow, and he'll like raise his other claw. And
No!
Oh, that's delightful.
Yeah! I have EV3, but it's a lot bigger than that.
EV3, you'll hear a clamp sound from its recently attached.
Ew! I made him myself. Well, I made him myself. It myself.
Good. Was there anything else you all wanted to discuss? Or...
No, it just your. It was just we were speaking with Jeremina, and we had surmised that we're all friends of hers, and then there was an exclamation about someone or something.
Yes!
Marty thought that she saw somebody that we knew.
Well, I'm pretty sure I saw her.
Yeah. And so we wanted to greet her.
Oh. Kashara will say, fair enough. Well, we did see you going for the door, didn't Liara? And sort of, we wouldn't want to hold you any longer.
Yes, sorry for the outburst, by the way.
Oh.
Was I being loud? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Liara will say, if you think that's the worst thing that's happened here, you've obviously not spent that much time drinking.
This is our second time here, and this is the first time it's been so crowded.
You're the owner of this establishment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, of course. I am, indeed. Yar, me hearties, welcome in. The employees do it much better than I do.
Silkas will slowly nod at Jeremina.
Is everything okay, Jeremina?
Yeah, baby, I'm fine. I just totally slid up on the owner of this establishment with, I would say, mid-tier pickup line.
She'll sort of scrunch her upper lip and say, it happens more often than you.
Well, I
You
really
are
don't
very
like
pretty.
being a part of the crowd, so I'll try and switch it up next time.
Fair enough.
Alright, do you mind if we go?
No, of course.
Ah.
I appreciate your patronage, Liara will say, and Kashara will sort of shrug and say, who's stopping you?
It just, we were called over. I would hate to be rude and just leave,
No, of course. We all have places to be. It's, ever since, Great Curse, people seem to have a little bit more stride in their step, as though their time is a bit more limited.
Yeah, that was crazy. Are you joining us, Mina?
No?
Okay.
Alright,
Have fun.
Just like
Good luck.
6'5" with arms to match.
Marty like leans into like, I know, right?
Go ogle somebody else.
Marty
Make
just sort
me
of like,
take my earrings off, Marty.
let's go.
yes, ma'am.
Let's go. It was a pleasure making your acquaintance. I hope you all have a good night. Mina, we won't wait up.
Alright, babies. Well, if I'm not back by 3 a.m.,
Oh, I don't have my walkie.
make that 5. Send out a search party.
You got it. Come on.
Alright.
And Silkas will motion for Olin and Marty to follow. And what direction did Rhea go?
She just walked out the door, which is kind of at a 45-degree angle on the pier.
Mhm.
And that breaks out into what is effectively sort of like a small square where supplies and cargo can be loaded, and then there's like 3 off alleys or streets. as the majority of the party departs, Kashara looks down at you, Jeremina, and leans down and says, "You should probably go with your friends." And you feel compelled to do so.
Okay. Well, I'm only doing that because. Well, but I want to be.
She takes her finger and runs it under your chin and says, "I'm serious." And you feel even more so compelled to do so.
Oh no, Jeremy's gone. The finger leaves her chin, and she is halfway across the board. And then in another 6 seconds, she's with the group, and she's like, "Hey, y'all."
Oh,
You're joining us.
I thought you were gonna stay.
What? I do have a weakness. It is when women taller than me boss me around.
Yeah, that tracks.
Oh,
Now
this
I'm
means-
here. I kind of blacked out, not gonna lie.
Oh, she was that good.
Fast worker.
Gotcha.
Recall.
As you all step out onto the dock, Olin,
Once more.
no check involved.
Oh shit, he's sending a picture. Maybe.
I am about to share a picture, but before I do so,
I can
you
put it.
step out, and the lantern lighters have been out. They have been placing the fire in all of these lamps that sort of sit idle during the day. And as you step out, there's just sort of a sheen that comes off of them. It sort of strikes you. You close your eyes and turn away, whether it be the alcohol that you're recovering from, or just the sheer volume with which you sort of clench your eyes together. There is an array of colors that sort of strikes the interior of your eyes. And as you see this image,
Jeez.
you hear the remainder of the conversation that has already been recalled. And it couldn't
Fuck.
very well be the fate of the Great Wheel itself. We aren't as numerous as we once were, some falling to madness, others to evil. We exist in the interests to protect the spokes and those on them, all of them. And then you hear your own voice, all of them? And then you hear the voice again, the fatherly voice say, all of them, friend. And we're going to take a quick break.
Just that.
All right. Should be a short one. I'm just gonna make sure this photo that we've been given is on the screen for you guys, and then we'll continue the drunken adventures in memory reveal. Be right back, guys.
Yes.
and I just can't believe that he would do that to you. Drop, like, exposition into your backstory, and then call for a break. Oh, sorry, my favorite song is on. Hold on. I'm gonna go back. Bye!
Bye.
Oh, hey everybody. It's Dyson Dynamics. We play Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. Anyways, we're currently outside of the bar at Low Lantern, inside Baldur's Gate. The party has been ferried outside through one reason or another. And they sit amongst some boxes and crates from the dock district. And that is where our story picks up.
The image is on the screen right now for the viewers choosing.
Yes, indeed. Olin,
Mm-hmm.
you have just sort of taken in the lights of the lanterns that have been lit around this area. And there was a bit of an adjustment period where your eyes dilated, and then there was sort of a sheen that came over them. And what you saw was akin to a stained glass window. A stained glass window bearing a circle in the center and then circles running around with various colors and shapes amongst them. You see human forms, circles, all of these different things. And you blink your eyes and you hear the full message that has been ringing in your ears for a number of minutes now. That fatherly voice saying, "It could very well be the fate of the Great Wheel itself. We aren't as numerous as we once were, some falling to madness, others to evil. He exists in the intricacies to protect the spokes and those on them." And then you hear your own voice. "All of them?" And then you hear that voice again say, "All of them, friend." And with that, with your view of that stained glass window and all of its different images, just sort of, you blink it off, and you're once again staring at a area of crates and lanterns.
Does Olin remember where the stained glass window was?
So the image itself projected itself to you in such a fashion where it appeared as a stained glass window, but everything else was sort of it almost looked like granite that surrounded it. It was just very it was
Illuminated?
all you saw was the window. You couldn't place the window.
Okay. So he's never seen this before, but he knows the voice.
Yes.
Of the voice, I should say. He doesn't know who it belongs to.
Correct.
Okay. And he gets and hearing himself, he obviously gets a sense of dread. So he'll come back to from that, and he'll go, no, where's that? Where to go? And he'll start freaking out.
Silkes, who was looking for Rhea in some capacity, will turn around as Olin is freaking out. Olin?
Did you not see that?
Are you okay?
No, I haven't seen much of anything except for the boxes and the docks and the lamps.
I need, I'm sorry, you guys can go back to, where you're staying. I need to go talk to Jacques now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll see you in the morning, I promise. And he'll start heading off.
Jeremina looks at the other two.
What?
She walks after him.
Yeah, Marty is like sort of like still holding Silk's hand. Will sort of like give him like a little tug. It's like, I follow.
Yeah, I know. Did he see Rhea anywhere?
Make a perception check.
Doo-doo. That is a 9.
No.
Yeah, let's go.
Baby, we can apologize later. It's not like we don't know where she is, but Owen's never spoken in full sentences until tonight. Like, hell, I'm letting him out of my sight. Especially since Kashara said that I couldn't. Well, I mean, she didn't really. Like, what does it mean when a woman, like, under your chin? Like, do you think she likes me?
I think she knew that she was your type and was trying to get you to do something.
Well, sure. That's like all relationships. But I mean, do you think she liked me?
I mean,
Maybe.
You're you, Jermina. You're. Oh, if someone doesn't like you, there's clearly some.
So true. Marty, you are great. Olin, baby, are you doing great?
Oh, Olin, I was waiting for the break. Olin,
Beelining.
as he started to pick up speed, he actually starts double dashing.
Oh,
shit.
Jesus Christ.
He is absolutely gone because he doesn't want to lose this thought. So he is double dashing through everyone to get to Jacques.
Jeremina hikes her dress up like
Alright,
waist, and she's wearing like
Several things fall out of it.
EV3, grab those.
and then I mean she's booking it. She is for clarity wearing like a very ugly like garter set. Like it's purpose. And she's like very obviously wearing like a faja under it. Like it's not at all a great image, and she's like booking it after him.
Silkas has taken off his heels and he is running.
Marty is like, EV3! And his arms out. Thank you. That way. And she will tell EV3 to run after Olin.
Okay.
In the group.
Sure enough. Given that I know how rogues work.
You do. I would hope.
Yeah. God, do I. I will have 2 representatives from the non-Olin party make survival checks.
Oh god.
Oh, beans.
I'm too drunk for this. Like, EV3 is the fastest of this bunch, I think.
I'm too diced
But
to roll
also-
drunk.
That's gonna be a 17.
Okay.
Do you want this, Jeremina? Or shall I take it?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay. So that is a 11 plus survival, so 13. Should I roll at disadvantage because tipsy?
Are you rolling?
I thought you were being carried by EV3.
True, I am getting carried by EV3.
All right, we'll
In which
call
case I
it.
would roll
Olin, are you actively trying to be?
so 11.
Are you actively trying to be not followed?
No, he's literally just going to Jacques. He told them where that he's going, so it doesn't matter. But
Okay.
he literally said, I'm going to Jacques, and he started jogging, going into a fucking sprint.
Okay. Well, you all are able to keep pace, and keep pace is a bit of a misnomer.
Keep an eye on where he's going.
Olin, you slide up to the High House of Wonders and enter, and there is a brief exchange that you have with a secretary. What do you want?
What is Jacques?
I think he's sleeping. I can take
Thank you,
his message.
and he'll go.
Oh, hey, wait, you have to fill... Oh, there he goes. At which point, the rest of the party comes slamming through the door. Yeah.
Where's
What do
Jacques?
you-
Which direction did he go?
What do you mean?
Where
Orlin!
did Nolan go?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where does
I
Jacques sleep?
Reach over and I grab her and I
Ow,
pull her
God.
across. Like,
Be careful.
which way did Olin go? He's in a leather trunk. Talk, or lose
Ow.
your arms.
The leather one. That way.
A
Okay, thank
leather
you.
one.
I let go of her.
Ow.
Mike Wazowski.
Yep. Gotta do it. Gotta do it.
fill out your
There's always one. There's always one.
There's always one Wazowski. So, with that, Olin, you come to a stop and
Oh, he's continually banging on the fucking door, just
Um,
trying to get Jacques up.
at which point Jacques will sort of come to the door and say, yes, hello.
Olin will push himself in, holding on to Jacques and push him up against the closet, like the.
Okay.
the-
At that,
I
at
bet
that
this is not the situation that Jacques thought he would find himself in.
At that
Especially
point,
now with
Jacques
Olin.
will motion wildly at the bed and say, "It's okay, you can go, you can go." A figure will get up from the bed and will, wrapping the clothes around themselves, will depart.
You gave Olin information, something he's never had. He don't give a fuck.
We are the party is running down the hall, and we see that Jacques' door is obviously open. Does Jeremina see somebody
Yeah.
else run out of the room?
Absolutely, yeah, 100%.
Oh my god. What do they look like?
I knew that was coming. That's why I didn't say anything yet.
It appears to be a finely featured Triton woman.
You got a thing.
Okay,
got a
one,
thing?
we got several things in common, baby. My name's Jeremina. Here's my business card. Please hit me up.
Oh my
I can
god.
do
Is this
whatever
really
you
the
need, I can do
place?
it better.
What is what?
Jeremy's trying to sell himself to the booty call.
Sorry, whips.
Sorry,
Get
we
her
gotta
safe.
go.
You didn't ruin a relationship. Don't
Please.
worry, they're just friends. This is just weird.
We cut back to Olin in the room with John.
Olin is holding him against the closet or whatever, like the fucking standing closet, and goes, "What is the Wheel of Fate? Fate of the Great Wheel."
The fate of the Great Wheel.
Yes.
Well, the Great Wheel itself is the planar. It's the way the planes are aligned. You know, you have the upper planes and the lower planes. Oftentimes, it's described as a wheel. And he's just like gesticulating.
Who would
wildly.
know? Who would know about it? Who would know about it to protect it?
To protect it?
Yes.
The gods, at the very least.
Who else besides gods? What other people would want that? Who would know that enough to want it?
I don't know.
Olin punches the closet next to his head. Tell me.
No, I really don't. I don't know.
Can we come up in the doorway at this point,
I was
Mark?
Absolutely.
I was hoping.
Silkus is like slides because he's wearing pantyhose. He just slides and slams into the doorway. Orlin, what are you doing?
I need information.
Ask the damn machine.
Olin will freeze for a second.
What are you doing to Jacques?
Have you done your questions today?
No.
No, it's after midnight.
It reset. Does it? Jacques, it resets, right?
He'll say, well, I mean, I think it's more of a cosmic midnight, but it's generally 24-ish hours.
When was the last
Jacques,
time
you
you
have
asked a
to-
question? And Olin is
You
getting
can try.
very...
That's what I'm saying. I haven't known.
Olin will let go of him and back up and go, we need to go now.
Okay.
Baby, what's got you in a hurry?
I think I was talking to someone about the fate of the Great Wheel. And I need to know who.
Okay. She pulls out a notepad and she starts.
And he's staring at Jacques, waiting for him to fucking move.
Oh, Jacques is like slowly getting up, but is also seemingly waiting for you to move because he appears interested to.
Oh, he did
you.
step back. He did step back.
Yeah, no, Jacques is like, he's got his hands up and he's like almost waiting to follow you because he's also interested, being an academic, and seems like you've got a hunch and he's willing to follow up on it.
Good man.
Olin knows exactly where it is, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, Olin will start ushering everybody out.
Okay. Jacques will get up and try to follow.
Okay. I guess once they get out into the hallway, they'll start making their way there.
Easy enough. You all make your way to the room where the question machine is. And you hear its bellows going, and as you walk in, its sort of large dinner plate-like eyes sort of swing to you to observe you all walking into the...
Is there a paper and like quill or pencil or like graphite or anything like that in the room?
The desk before it does have parchment and ink.
He'll grab that and bring it into the room with them.
Okay.
And what he'll do is he'll start doing a rough sketch of the image that's on the screen right now, and basically just a circle, and he'll have all the circles.
Okay.
And maybe one or two images that make sense, like he'll have the hat, the parchment, the hand, and the house in their spots.
Okay.
But he won't
Easy
have
enough.
anything else. And he'll look at Jock and go, "Is this it?"
And Jacques will say, "Is this what?"
The Great Wheel.
It's close, but there's... Why is there a hat and a hand?
This is what I saw. This is all I can remember because of fucking drinking.
Jacques will seem confused.
We went
Bar crawl.
Bar crawl.
Okay. That's all right. What are you planning on asking the machine?
That's what I'm trying to figure out what I can get from you before I ask him any questions.
I mean, it looks like the Great Wheel cosmology, but I don't understand why there would be those symbols attached to the various realms.
Olin will start pacing, thinking.
Would someone
Well,
else
what
know
symbols?
about it?
Yeah.
What was it? Say that again?
Would someone else here know about it?
Jacques will sort of shake his head and say, probably not. Planar studies is
Very niche.
pretty hard to come by.
Yeah, this is more of a...
Well, why is the hand in the hat what's throwing you off, as well as the symbology?
If this is the Great Wheel cosmology, and he'll sort of like make motions with his hands, he'll sort of point up and say, the hat should be the heavens, and he'll sort of motion downward and say the hand would be the abyss or the hells or something like that. It just doesn't make any level of sense.
Well, what do the rest of them symbolize, as it were?
He'll sort of look around and say, I
You don't know?
don't know.
Well, let me put it this way. What planes are usually associated with the Great Wheel, if you know those?
But the way that the Great Wheel works is you've got inner planes, outer planes. There's the Feywild, the Shadowfell, which would be considered inner planes, and then you have the outer planes, which would be Mount Celestia, the heavens, Avernus, the hells, things like
Did Shadow Planes get anything on Olin or no? Not yet.
that. No, I would say
Okay.
no.
Okay.
If it is not gods who want to protect this, why would I? Who would I? What kind of person would I be talking to about it?
By someone that knows about them.
Yes, but
Uh,
what type of person? Not just.
Rasmuth probably would have an idea, but we'd have to get in
Oh,
contact with him
right.
first. Them first.
Yeah, he'll scrunch up his face and say, "It's well beyond my understanding."
Which is fair. I would actually fit because I've been meaning to get in contact with Rasmuth about the book. So I could kill two birds with one stone and write him a letter again.
Good idea.
So Olin will stop pacing and look at the group. So what kind of questions should I ask? You know as much as I do now.
Olin, I feel like we know less because this is something that is clearly very personal to you. To ask us what questions we have, I'm just curious about the concept of it all. It has no meaning to me other than sating my curiosity. But there's something you want to get out of it. So I guess the question is, what do you want to ask to get what you're looking
I
for?
recognize the voice and it's from my memories, but I don't know how to get it out.
Maybe ask who the voice was?
That's a good starting point, yeah.
How do I ask to make sure I get the right name?
Who spoke to me about the Great Wheel? And if there's any other details you can think of that the person who was speaking to you talked about, protecting the Great Wheels. Who spoke to me about protecting the Great Wheels? Or the Great Wheel? That still feels too general.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because I've
if
talked to
this
you
is the
guys
only time
about
he's had this.
Who did I hear?
Who told me about the Great Wheel?
Who first told me about protecting the Great Wheel?
Ooh, that might work.
Olin will look at Jock. You think I can try?
I think that may work.
Okay. It's a little like funnel thing he talks into, right? Or a microphone.
Yep, yeah, it's sort of a old timey telephone looking.
Alright, what was it again? Who did I first talk to about protecting the Great Wheel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or who? Yeah. Either who did I first speak to? Yeah. Who did I first speak to about
Okay.
protecting the Great Wheel?
So Olin will walk up to it and ask the question, who did I first speak to about protecting the Great Wheel?
The dinner plate like eyes of the apparatus will sort of swing down to you as you ask the question, and there will be a moment of hesitation, and then eventually the paper will slip out of the mouth of the sort of the monstrosity that is the question machine, and it is a bunch of random indecipherable symbols. And then it says, "The Mage of Mount Miratok."
Where is it?
Baritone.
Baratok.
Uh-huh.
How you spell that?
Barto.
K.
Does that make anything? Does that remind one of anything?
It does not.
Wait, we have something with a name, some symbols, and then a mountain that I do not know. Does anybody know of this place? And he'll like hand the thing over to Jock to see if he fucking.
Can we read it?
Not the indecipherable symbols, but everything else is in.
Okay. Mount Bartok. That doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. What do the symbols look like? Are they like arcane in nature, or?
No, they're like, if you've ever like tried to process like symbols with a computer and then it just like prints out like question marks in diamonds, it's akin to
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Like it's just
Okay.
it's just literal nonsense.
ASCII.
Yeah, yeah. It's just indecipherable bullshit.
Marty will sort of hold it up to Jacques. Has it ever done this before?
Jacques will sort of cock his head and say, "No, I've never seen anything like that." And at which point he'll sort of grab the paper. Whether you release it or not is
Yeah.
not important. And will immediately just start looking at it. And it seems like he's looking for a code or something inside of it. But
Do you want to ask what your job is in order to protect the wheel? Or who you can speak to concerning...
What part do I play in protecting the Great Wheel?
Yes, I think that's a good one.
He'll grab the microphone again and go, "What part do I play in protecting the Great Wheel?"
okay. Its eyes sort of twist and think, and then it prints out something that says "member of," and then a bunch of unrecognizable symbols.
I hate you so fucking much, Jason.
Smugly sips beer.
Saw that.
Gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Great. And he'll throw that paper onto the table. Apparently, I was a part of something that I do not remember, and he does not know how to say.
Oh, that's something.
It seems that you were a member of something important, and maybe something interplanar?
Are the symbols just horizontal? They're not like in
No,
various levels.
Jacques would be able to tell you that that's the symbol that it prints when it can't understand what's going on.
What would be the reason it would not understand?
It's godly or something that happens outside of the realm of the planes.
Outside? How is that possible?
Oh, Silkas.
Yes.
What is the place? I can't remember. What is the place I told you that I'm from?
Valaki.
And he'll look at Jock. Have you ever heard of that?
Jacques will shake his head.
God, I know we're missing the one question that Jason's gonna fucking give us something. And I hate you for it.
Oh, you can ask where Valaki is?
Yeah, you could ask that.
We have nothing else to do, huh?
Or, actually, if none of us have heard of Valaki, you could ask if it's part of... Well, on the prime material plane, right, Jacques?
What do you mean by that?
Like, central plane-ish?
Yeah, so we're on the material plane.
I mean, as long as it is of a plane, I think the machine would be able to identify. At which point, the
Oh
machine
no,
is
as...
like,
As in, we currently, all of us currently exist on
The
prime
prime
material.
material.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
So, if Valaki does exist on the prime material plane, or if it doesn't, it might be able to give you that easy yes or no answer.
Mhm.
Sorry, chat. Give me 1 second.
Pause for effect.
I'm also wondering. So, what part do I play in Protecting the Great Wheel? Or did I first speak to about the Great Wheel? What
Well,
are some
the thought
other...
is, if Valaki is not on this plane, wouldn't it do the same thing of spewing out random symbols?
Well, if you ask, is Valaki on the material plane, you'll get an easy yes or no answer without any weird wingdings. Whereas if you ask where Valaki is, you might get wingdings.
We could
So-
ask what plate, what thing it's on.
I feel like
what-
asking what plane it is on would net you wingdings. Like on a scale of no wingdings to possible wingdings. We have the yes or no question, we have the where is Valaki located, and then we have the final what plane is Valaki on.
Mhm.
Those are the best bets. From no wingdings to nothing but.
Yeah, I guess we'll find.
So which one do you want to ask then, Olin?
I don't know.
Well, where would you... We are on our third question, so would you want to ask a starter if it's on this plane, or do you want to ask a more complicated question?
I think the best thing would be. It seems that to figure out this thing I've seen, I need to figure out me, correct? Or am I thinking wrong?
No, yeah, best, like I said, it's personal for you. You have to figure out what it means to you and what you want to get from it to figure yourself out, I suppose.
Okay. Then I should ask about Valaki.
All right. How do you want to phrase it?
Well, if according to you, Jacques, if it is not on this plane, the machine does not know how to translate, correct?
No, it can translate most planes.
What planes can't it?
There's probably so many, wouldn't there?
Those that we can't comprehend, or those that we haven't touched from this plane, can't be comprehended. But I think I've done a good job of making sure that I see all the planes that we understand generally.
Okay.
Hill motion.
So,
Okay.
unless you're like from somewhere just like impossible, like you wouldn't even be here, right? So you should be okay, right? To like ask.
Won't hurt if I ask.
So go ahead.
Then I'll grab the mic. And then he'll pull away. I'm asking where Valaki is, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Where is the town of Valaki?
The machine will clench its eyes and draw them out, and will think, and then will print out a piece of paper that says, "It is in a place called Barovia. The sun is up there."
Have you ever heard of Barovia? Anybody?
Uh,
No. doesn't-
at least.
Mm-mm.
That, but that is something we can look up now.
That is very much a definitive place.
We could ask what plane it's on. Maybe it's on the material plane.
We could, but I'm also wondering, do you think you would know how I would get my memory back? Or do you think
Probably
that might be too far?
I think that might be too far. Hopefully it's not more drinking.
I feel like if you ask it how to get your memory back, it would be wingdings, or it might say it in such a cryptic way it's hard to decode.
Yeah, like magic.
AKA
8-ball.
Jason's an asshole.
Love you, Jason.
AKA Jason's not gonna make it easy.
Well, we could do that, or we could wait and give and let it be done with it. Because I don't have any other questions without running around in circles.
Well, why not?
We can
We
ask
still-
what the Mad Mage of Bear Talk is, or no, I guess it didn't work.
No,
it
because
didn't say Mad Mage. It said Major Bear Talk
Oh yeah,
of Mount Bear Talk.
I think
But if
We
you
have-
look, it looks like it's saying the name and then Mage of Bear Talk.
Oh, yeah.
I think we have
it's-
2 questions left, so
We do, but I don't know what to do without circling back.
why not just shoot your shot, as it were, and ask it.
Oh, I got it.
Yes, Marty?
Ask where we can learn about Barovia. Or who would know about Barovia?
That might
Like-
work.
I was also going to say, just shoot your shot. Ask it, how do I get my... Because you've asked it that before, right? How do I get my memory back?
I don't think.
I think he has.
Jason, did we talk about that? Or did I ever? Did Olin ever talk about that in the game, or did we ever talk about that out of game? 'Cause I don't think I did the last time the first time we
Jacques
met
would
this
have
robot.
advised you that this particular machine would not be capable of providing you that type of answer.
That's what I was
It's
gonna say.
it's more of a figure 8 ball in the way that it just kind of provides, that would be more of a soft answer. So a thing that you could work through with your psychologist provided here, but something that was a hard answer would be.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, that would be brought up.
So, who would know about Barovia?
Barovia.
Is a good
On the
question.
material plane. On the material plane.
That is better.
Yes.
Okay. We'll grab the mic.
Hopefully?
Grab the mic and go. Who would I be able to talk to about Barovia on the material plane?
It dials its eyes, it thinks, and then there is a printout of paper, and you tear it off, and it says, "The scribes at Candle."
Oh, shit. Oh, God. Candlekeep.
Where's Candlekeep again?
Didn't it get spirited away?
No, that was Elturel.
That was
Well,
Elturel.
we don't know what happened to
So where's Candlekeep
Yeah.
again? Because I am fucking dumb.
It's on the coast, right? By a...
Yeah, it's it is a 50-mile trek south.
Oh, okay.
I
Out
could have
there by
sworn
the
Candlekeep
park?
got spirited away.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay, so if anything, I have a trip to Candlekeep I need to take. He's gonna look at Jock and go, "I'm sorry about how I acted and treated you, but tonight seems to have become such a dump of memory. I don't know how to feel."
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm curious on a scholarly level. My night was interrupted, but that's okay. It's mostly over.
Mostly.
Huh.
Do you have any contacts there?
What?
Do you have any contacts at Candlekeep?
Oh no, I can't say that I do. I'm not that level of scholar.
May I ask the last question?
I have none if you wish to.
Alright, he walks up. What does Rhea Mantelborn want to speak to us about?
The machine will sort of its eyes spinning and thinking, and eventually it comes to and says, "The state of Thavius Creed."
Ooh. Well, now that's also interesting.
And that's where we'll leave it.
Very good.
Alright. So, thank you all for coming by. Thank you for the 2 brand new follows. I appreciate
Yes.
both of you. I know
Yes.
exactly.
Thank you so much.
I know exactly who both of them are, so I love you both.
Rude.
Fish had
Yes.
a stomach thing, so she had to take care of herself, so that's why we're cutting it now.
Yeah.
But we'll be back next week to figure out what Olin knows. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.